Welcome to the Krempels Brain Injury Foundation's Oral History Project. Every year, brain injury from trauma, stroke, or tumor strikes more than 4,000 people of all ages in New Hampshire. Many of them are your neighbors, your friends, your family. It is the goal of this project to increase awareness relating to this unique population that often goes unseen and unheard. The interviews are recorded at SteppingStones, a community-based post-rehabilitative program located at the Foundation for Seacoast Health's Community Campus in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. SteppingStones provides opportunities for social interaction, life skill training, recreation, and support for brain injury survivors who are now living in the community. All of the interviews are conducted by brain trauma survivors. Please enjoy.
Hi, I'm Russ Moore, a SteppingStones member, and I'm interviewing Lefty, a SteppingStones member. And can you briefly describe your life before your brain injury, such as family life, social life, and your career?
I have a wife of many years, and 3 children. I was working until that day, and I would still like to get back to work, only because I like it, you know. And all the golfing, bowling, played softball until recently, maybe 10 years ago. So I guess about I well,
moved into a new place.
Yeah, we moved into a condo in East Kingston, and
Life is good.
yeah, that's true. Well, that's was good.
How long? All right. Can you describe your brain injury?
Well, actually, I don't really know them up. My wife, she's fallen through Mass General and all the hats. We were so many to play. Here, UNH,
Rehab therapies.
yes, a lot of therapies. So.
Well, the way I would say it started was he probably was a person with afibrillation who didn't really realize that. He had a stroke. In the beginning of the stroke, it was very natural for him to just go get dressed and call 911, and we were very sensible about the whole thing. Everything was working out fine. I thought it was going to be easy. It turned out to be a little more difficult. As time went on, the stroke was worse, and the effects of it were worse. I don't think he was in a whole lot of pain, but the effects started to manifest themselves. And he took a nice helicopter ride to Mass General. They worked on him for some time, sent him off for a month at rehab, and then home. And we've been working on this ever since. Therapies.
What has your rehabilitation experience been like?
Well, actually, it's interesting. It's the fact I was in Sam was one of the yeah, and it was pretty good, but I heard I saw a lot of people so much worse than I was very lucky.
What changes have occurred since your injury, such as physical, emotional, or communication?
Well, I think some of those different things. I don't know, Maureen gets aggravated, but not being able to drive a car, that's awful. But yeah, a lot of communication. Well, I've had to learn a lot about things that I knew, and so that's
physically you're pretty good.
yeah. Physically, I can see run, probably if I can drive, I go to bowl, thing, but I wouldn't bother. Have take a long way out. So that's it.
Actually, Lefty was a very social person. In the past, he's been on committees and school committees and things like that. And then in his retirement, he let that part go, and he was golfing and bowling, and generally he liked to work. And so even though he wasn't working full time, he went back to the same job and worked part time. But communication has sort of slowed him down, and he loves to talk, and he's getting back there, slow but sure. Emotionally, he really wants to drive, and we did take a trip to the registry. I mean, I couldn't stand it any longer, and so I threw myself on the mercy of the registry and found a wonderful lady down there who very sternly told us exactly what was expected. And he still has the possibility, even though he just turned 75 and has to be retested. You just can't renew. So that's something he can look forward to. If not today, maybe in a month or even a year, it can happen. He's got 5 years to get it done.
Great. That's wonderful to hear, Lefty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How has your life been since your injury? And I have a few for you. How about socially?
We don't do a lot of things we used to do. Dance, but we could. It's sort of, a lot of kind of you fall on hard times. But if we still the friends that we had before, we still have them, except for those who have passed away, and we're pretty lucky. And that's the problem. Is a lot of the people, our friends, that already died, and we got 2 or 3 more waiting in the wings. So, but and there's him also we stay. They don't go out and stay late anymore. Yeah.
We do lunch a lot.
Lefty, Maureen has been extremely supportive for you in terms of family, and you mentioned that you have 3 children. How have your children reacted to your stroke?
really great. We have a son about 50 now, 50, and two girls, 48 and 45. Yeah. One's a doctor of pharmacology, and the other one, PC, and my son is geologist. So they've all done well. And although we just talked to one of my son, he is not well. No, he works, but he's yeah. So, but they've been great. Yeah. And they just have to travel. They can't get it. One in Connecticut, one in Long Island, and my youngest daughter is in Woburn. But getting them back and forth, and there was a lot of two of my children. So it's kind of tough, but they've been great. You know, and Maureen, outstanding.
How's your life been financially?
A little personal.
Actually, we're good because I don't spend money. I don't even carry anymore. There you go. So apparently it's working out. Yeah. Although we had to pay, we ran out of the Mega, so we have UNH. We paid for.
What are some of the goals that you have for yourself at this point in your life?
Well, I think I would like to probably do a few things. They were like sorry, I'm sorry, the Benry driving. Yeah, I'd like to get back to work. Obviously, you won't let me be back. I'm managing, but I like it back. I enjoyed it.
Lefty, last week you had mentioned that you are getting back into reading and you would possibly like to join the Easy Reader group. Is that still something that you'd like to do?
I was stop eventually. We were going to be here for a while. And we would like to, I'd like to do that. But that'll help. You know, I'm sure. I don't know what they do with the group, but it looks like a good group.
Are you encountering any barriers to achieving these goals?
No, I think so. Probably myself more than anything. I don't think. No, I can't imagine anybody be standing in my way. There's a lot of causes, a lot of things people off me with. So, yeah. Yeah, I think if I want what I want, I can do it. You know.
That's great.
Right here.
We'll do it.
You're very motivated.
How has SteppingStones made an impact on your life?
It's just great. It really has. I haven't said anybody as long as I've been here. And I've been here about a year. So it's been great. People are terrific. The class, the kids, the people, great. I've done everything that you could ask for. They've done for you. I think that's very great.
Maureen, do you have anything to add about your experience here at SteppingStones?
Well, I found that we always knew we were kind of lucky that we got through this thing and we were going to improve. And when we found out just how lucky we were was when we came to SteppingStones and found out just how impacted other people's lives were, with this disability. It sort of gives you the courage to just keep on trucking. You have to keep on trying. And it's a great place. It's a great place. I've been telling everybody about it. It's a wonder they're not having their doors, a big waiting line out there. It is a great place, and I'm so glad we found it.
Thank you for your input.
What does being brain injured mean to you?
Well, it's something you never thought about before. You don't expect it to happen. I mean, as you get older, you don't think, any hitches. So if you haven't lived by now, it's not going to hurt me. Well, that's wrong, because we see it every day, and a lot of people, and I can't understand why is something more done. I can't understand why so many of us are.
What would you want to share with the public to educate them about brain injury?
Wow. Just that there is hope.
I think that most people don't go through their lives realizing that these things can happen to them and to their family members. And sometimes you have to really grow up a lot and, just see how vulnerable you are and see what you can do about it. You might be able to do something by helping another person.
We hope you enjoyed the preceding interview. The mission for the Krempels Brain Injury Foundation is improving the lives of people living with brain injury from trauma, tumor, or stroke. If you know of anyone who may need our assistance, please contact us. And if you would like to explore ways in which you can help us move forward with our mission, please contact us as well. Because brain injury from trauma, tumor, or stroke can happen to anyone at any time. It is a problem that is not going away.